some good questions. So here is our first Q&A. If it's a little awkward, it's our first, so please be forgiving. But we have some really good questions here, and we're just gonna jump right into it.
Where are you from?
No. Are we asking each other questions?
No.
That's funny. I am from Houston, Texas, born and raised. This is my first move, so Houstonian at heart. Where are you from?
From where do I
Originate.
From Southern California, and grew up there, went to high school there, and then I moved to Texas for school when I was 17. So I have kind of said that Texas is home.
She's like a half and half. Half Californian and half life.
So there was a bumper sticker in Texas that said, I wasn't born here, but I got here as fast as I could. So I say that, but anyway.
Exactly. And what were our childhoods like? Were they similar? You want to start this one?
For my childhood, we were pretty heavy into sports. My brother and I were pretty busy all the time. Soccer, baseball, bowling, you name it. So we were outside a lot. We were involved in a lot of things. And it was kind of my childhood. I don't know how to answer that one.
I think you were a little tomboyish, but I didn't know if you would want to say that.
I was a tomboy.
She was a little bit of a tomboy from what I hear.
Yes.
I had good friends and family, and I played outside with my friends, and I went swimming, and I was in band in middle school and high school. Sorry, I'm nerdy. So I was not athletic at all. I'm still not, but I'm musical, and so both had really good childhoods.
We're going to put the next two questions together. How long have you guys been together, and when and where did we meet?
We met at a church retreat in 2009 in Livingston, Texas, was it? It's about an hour outside Houston. We had just gone to this spiritual retreat and happened to be put in a roommate situation there and became friends. So 2009, we were friends and met. In 2010, we got close and we were hanging out a lot. And I would consider her my best friend in 2010. And then we realized around end of 2010, beginning of 2011, that we had feelings for each other. So we've been together for 7.5 years.
So when we first met, neither of us had been with another woman, and so it took some time for our relationship to develop, but essentially we're both each other's firsts, and
I think that's pretty special.
First and last.
That's right, first and only. Someone asked about our proposal and wedding stories. I don't want this part to get too long because it could, but we knew that we wanted to get married, and so we both kind of knew that proposals were imminent, and
I surprised her.
Huge
Had it all
surprise.
planned out. We had our group was into watching Sons of Anarchy at the time when it was actually out, and so it was kind of a good time to include everyone in on it. So we had a viewing party for the finale, and I'd gone. It was at our friend's house, and I'd gone and kind of set up the backyard, kind of in a way that led us down this path, and I had things set up, you know,
It's very romantic.
romantically.
So romantic.
So we just watched the show like normal, and then went out in the backyard, and I surprised the heck out of her.
Shocked.
And,
I knew about 7 of our friends were together, but she had gotten some other friends that didn't watch the show to go outside, and they were holding candles, and they were standing around this like table. It was very romantic. It was perfect. And then I actually proposed to her also, and I took her to a park in Houston, and we had a picnic.
Wasn't that a Japanese park?
I think it was like a Japanese rose garden.
Yeah.
We didn't know yet.
Something.
We didn't know yet that we were moving here, but I think that was a sign. But I planned this picnic, and we had a picnic basket and wine and flowers, and I made her a photo book. Actually, I kind of forgot. It's upstairs, but I can put some pictures of it too. And I had just chronicled our relationship and how perfect we are together. And then at the end, the last page said, "Will you marry me?" And so I said yes. We kind of got 2 proposal stories, and they're both just perfect. Our wedding was also beautiful. It was very small, and friends and family. We rented a very large cabin in Beavers Bend, Oklahoma. And we rented it for 4 days, and a bunch of friends and family drove up. And
Well, we went to Oklahoma because at the time when we were planning our wedding, it wasn't legal
in Texas yet.
Right. So about how many, like a week or two?
I was like, 2 weeks before our wedding.
For our wedding, the Supreme Court ruled that it was,
Legal everywhere. But
So anyway.
at that point, we had already planned everything in Oklahoma, and we were not changing it. So our pastor drove up and married us, and we just had a really good.
It was just a party.
It
fun.
was.
We had the cabin for like 3 nights, and it was a beautiful decking in the back. And so our friends stayed at the cabin, and we used it for the venue of the wedding, and we just had a party. We had music and food, and
It was perfect.
yeah, it was awesome.
I'll put some pictures up here too, for those of you who want to see it. But it was just a really beautiful day, weekend, just to celebrate. We'd already been together at that point for 5 years or so, so it was perfect for us.
All right, so the next question is for Lindsay. Did you take Nellie's last name?
I did. It was really important to me that we have the same last name. I'm proud to be a Kelly, and I want our children to have one last name and not hyphenated. So yes, I took her last name. And is her name really Nellie Kelly?
Yes, I've been Nellie Kelly since the day I was born. That's kind of leads to the next question is asked if Nellie is short for something. So yes, I have a formal full name, but Nellie is not short for it. Nellie actually comes from my great-grandmother was named Nellie Mae, and she was born in September. And so when I was born, like a day before her birthday, my parents decided to go ahead and call me Nellie. And I've been Nellie Kelly in honor of Nellie Mae Kelly since.
And it fits her perfectly.
And people don't forget it. So when I introduce myself, they don't forget Nellie Kelly.
Yeah, it's very memorable, as are you.
Some people have had negative things to say about it. And I've had comments made like, "Oh, your parents must not have liked you," and why are people like, "What's wrong with you?"
That's
It's
insensitive.
very rude.
Yeah.
Like, I love my name. I love that it's unique and it rhymes. And anyway,
It fits her. Nellie is a good name.
so
It's
yes.
a good name. Somebody asked, does she wear her hair down very often? And what products she uses to get the curls that she has.
I struggle. So when my hair's down, I can't stand it touching my face. And it is a process. And it has to be behaving well for me to wear it down, I think. So I tend to put it up just out of comfort. But I feel like I can get away with it more because it's curly and it does this messy thing, but also looks, I don't know.
It looks done. When I wear my hair up, it just looks plain and boring, but her hair up is really cute. So
I'll switch up the little front tufts once in a while. I'll go to the side or over, or maybe I won't do it. But anyway, so I tend to wear it up a lot. I did wear it down once I got it cut. It was too long, so I got it cut and I've worn it down. But then I'm asked about what products I use. So at 33 years, I have tried all sorts of products. And recently, my regimen starts with coconut oil. So I'll get out of the shower and I'll put a good layer of this because I feel like it will kind of hold my hair together without it being frayed and needing more gel. But that's really more for the days when I'm getting ready for work. But if I'm gonna style my hair to wear down, or really I guess I use this now at work. I started using this for work. It's this spiking Got To Be Glued because it's pretty strong stuff, and you've seen that I have to really tighten my hair in a bun. So this does a good job at kind of gluing it to my head, but also I do use it. I used it for this when it's curly, So I kind of water it down and put it, through my hair. And then when my hair's wet, I will either use like a regular aerosol hairspray or a spray gel hairspray, and then use a blow dryer with the diffuser on the end. And as I dry it, the diffuser will kind of,
Scrunch it.
yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a process. It's pain in the booty.
It takes a lot of time.
Yeah. So I haven't always used this. I used to use a less strong gel, but this does a pretty good job for me. And then that way I only have one product that I could use for work and
Personal.
regular basis.
Good. The next question, how long have you been active duty? And just kind of our military journey as a couple.
So most people, when they join the military, they're young and their bodies are able. But no, I chose this journey kind of late in life. I was 29, 30, the time when I was trying to earn a spot to go to what we call OCS, the Officer Candidate School for the Marine Corps. And I did have to get an age waiver because I was older, and it took a lot of work on my part. But so did that, went to OCS when I was 31, graduated, and then carried on through all the other schools that I would have to.
What year did you go to OCS?
2016, right?
Yeah, because we were married in 15 and you went at 16. Okay.
Yep. And then now it's 2018, so I've been active duty since, well, officially August of 2016.
So she's about to hit 2 years active duty, but she went to OCS before that she wasn't considered active duty yet. You kind of have to earn.
At that point, you're a candidate, so that was 10 weeks of
Hell.
HE-double-I. It was pretty rough.
It was really rough. She was away for about a year. She did the OCS, the Officer Candidate School, and then the basic school is about 7 months of basic training that all officers go through. And then she had to go to specialized school for her job. And all of that together was about 13 months that she was up in
Quantico, Rhode Island.
Yeah, Virginia and Rhode Island area. And I stayed in Texas for that time. So I taught for a whole school year and managed the house and the pets and, kept our life going in Texas basically while she was up getting trained for all of this. So we had a good little bit apart, and that was rough. We obviously got stronger through it. And so we just got back to living together about a year ago. Actually, this week was a year ago that she came and moved back, and we've lived together now again for a year. So it's been really nice being back with her, and we're about to celebrate a year in Japan coming in July. So she pretty quickly went from officer to Japan. It happened very quickly.
Yeah.
So in terms of our military journey as a couple, I've always been so proud of her. I mean, I was proud of her before she was a Marine. She was a teacher for several years before, and I was proud of that, and I'm proud of this. I just am her biggest cheerleader, and I can't support her enough. That's what I want to do. And so, it was hard being apart for that 13 months, and it's been hard leaving our family and moving across the world, but I'm so impressed that's all.
I like to think that she's probably the best, military spouse because of that. So there's a lot she's had to put up with and handle on her own, and disappointment and frustration, but I couldn't have asked for a better partner.
Yeah, it definitely hasn't been easy, but we work really well together and communicate really well, so we've grown a lot in this journey.
But the military's also given us a lot of things that we wouldn't have otherwise. Just personal fulfillment for me. Getting to live in Japan is pretty dang awesome.
Yep.
Being part of something, pretty amazing with the Marine Corps and our baby.
Yeah.
We would not be on this journey right now, I don't think.
This is not how our family would be built if we were in the States. We can get into that in a different video if you guys are interested in that, but Japan has been a good place for us to start our family. It's safe, and so
But we can talk about that too.
Yeah,
there's
there's
a
another-
couple other questions.
there's
about
another question to get to
Japan,
that. But anyway, our military journey has been good. It's been rough, it's been challenging, but it's been a strength for our relationship, I think.
There's another question asking what my rank is, and currently I'm an 01, which is a second lieutenant, and in about a month,
Month and a half.
no, not quite a month, a little over a month, I'll be promoting, so I'll be a first lieutenant at that point.
Yay!
So I'm excited. I feel like I've been butter bars for a hot minute.